Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I have a ton here. I did a lot of sample, or I should say doua testing, and yeah, I've got thoughts about everything here. So I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with one of the first little combos that I wore. This is Korloff Gold, and this is a beautiful, warm, beachy floral with a hint of coconut in the background. This is a really beautiful, perfumey, beachy fragrance. I love it. It's very soft. It wears very close to the skin. Your best bet with this one is to layer it over a coconut lotion, or you could probably even do like a white floral lotion, but it does need to be layered over something because it does not hold up on its own at all. But if you do layer it just over some lotion, it is really, really great. I layered it over this. This is the Kumba Made Creamy Coconut Fragrance Oil. I underestimated how strong this fragrance oil is. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. This smells like, it is just sweet, creamy coconut. It's not overly sweet. In fact, it's barely sweet at all. It's to die for. It smells like a coconut pie filling or something, but just not super sweet, like coconut and whipped cream. It's so good. It's one of my favorite coconut oils in my collection. I absolutely love this, but this completely overpowered this. This perfume was no match for the oil. So the perfume lasted all of maybe 20 minutes, and then all I could smell after that was the coconut oil, which was fine with me because this smells so fantastic. This is very, very long lasting. I think I was able to smell this for at least 8 hours. I do think that I was able to spray something on like later that evening, but this thing is just, it's such a beast, and I love these Kumba Made oils. You can get these for, they're $10.90 on their own, like regularly, but if you catch them on sale, which I always usually wait for a sale when they're doing like 20% off, you can get them for just over $8, which I think is a great price. So anyways, that is Kumba Made Creamy Coconut. It is fantastic, and Korloff Gold. Okay, next I wore this Escada. This is Escada Cherry in Japan. And I just had this in a like heavy perfumes for summer. Sorry, my dog she's walking out. She said she's done with this hard floor. She wants to go to her bed, and their little claws just click on the floors. Anyways, this is really beautiful. If you remember Escada Cherry in the Air, this is very, very similar to it. It's like a fruity, slightly creamy cherry. Really, really beautiful. It doesn't smell like cough medicine. It doesn't smell natural at all, don't get me wrong, but it's not overly synthetic. I really love it. This is one that I do need to be careful though, because I have made myself sick with this perfume before. It can be a little bit sickening, but I just love it. I really have to be in the mood for it though, and I was definitely in the mood for it. So yeah, it's very, very long lasting too. I think I got a good probably 6 or 7 hours out of it, which I think is really good, especially for like a fruity perfume. I love this one. So anyways, that is Escada Cherry in Japan. Okay, next I wore, I really wanted to wear my Tom Ford Soleil Blanc body oil. I have the Soleil Blanc body oil, and I've had it for so long now that I know it's time to get it used up or it's gonna go off. I think I've only got maybe about a quarter of it left, so I don't have a ton to go through, but I do need to use it up. And because I was using the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc body oil, I went ahead and grabbed my dossier. This is the Floriental Coconut. This is their clone of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, not Eau de Soleil Blanc, just the original Soleil Blanc. I love this scent. It's got pistachio in it, and it's got a little bit of a creaminess to it, but it still has those beachy white florals. So I don't know, there's just something so stunning about this fragrance. I have loved this perfume for so many years, since it came out really. I remember getting a sample of Soleil Blanc right after it came out, and I fell in love. It just smelled so good on me, and that it's been, gosh, I can't even tell you how many years ago it's been, but my skin chemistry was obviously completely different back then, and it smelled so much better on me back then than it does now. It still smells fine on me, but it's not like magic the way that it used to be. The combination of the two, I got a good 8 hours or so out of it. I never had to like worry about reapplying my fragrance that day. I do think that I put something else on later that evening, but this definitely got me through the entire day. If you love Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, but you don't want to pay for Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, the Dossier clone is really, really nice. It smells exactly like it. So anyways, that is Dossier Floriental Coconut. Okay, this next one, this is hilarious. This fragrance sat in a declutter box for years. It was in its original box as well, and it sat for years because I didn't think that I liked it very much. This is a fragrance from DKNY, and this is DKNY Delicious Delights Cool Swirl. So I picked this up off of Mercari because somebody told me that this smelled like ice cream, and it kind of does smell like ice cream, but this smells, to me, this smells like cucumbers. I don't know what is in this that smells like cucumbers, but it smells like light, fresh, airy cucumbers with like a hint of vanilla ice cream on the side, which is a little bit weird, but I don't know, it works. This is one of those fragrances that for some reason it does better if you shake it up before you spray it. So I give this one a good shake, and then it comes out. It's really strange. It's fresh and kind of cucumbery, but it's sweet and creamy. It's really, really pretty. I love it. I'm actually kind of glad that I was not able to declutter it because I enjoy having it in my collection, and it is amazing in super high heat. It was so hot and humid the day that I wore this, and it was perfection because it's still sweet and creamy and kind of gourmand leaning, but it's also very fresh and crisp and light. It's even a little bit cooling. It's got almost like a little bit of a cooling sensation. I really enjoy this one, so I am glad that I still have this in my collection. So anyways, that is DKNY Delicious Delights Cool Swirl. I think it's long been discontinued. Okay, and then the last full bottle that I wore is this one here. This is from Sonia Rykiel, and this is called Rykiel Woman. This is the Eau de Toilette formulation. This is beautiful. This reminds me of a like late 90s, early 2000s scent. It's like a soft, kind of slightly powdery floral, but it's very light. It's perfect in high heat. I had a beautiful subscriber send this to me. It came in when it was still cold out though, and though I did test it in the cold and it was fine in the cold, I knew that this one was gonna be amazing in hot weather, and I was not wrong. This is beautiful in hot weather. This has got, because it does have kind of like a powderiness to it. I don't know if it's got like heliotrope. I bet it has some heliotrope in it, and it's really, really beautiful in the heat. It reminds me just the tiniest bit of Elizabeth Arden True Love, but it's not nearly as intense as True Love. It's like a much lighter version of True Love. It's really beautiful. I love it. If you like kind of, I wouldn't say it's like a vintage leaning, but if you like fragrances that are a little bit like old school, like late 90s, early 2000s, I think you would really like this one. I love this scent. The Eau de Toilette is gorgeous. The Eau de Parfum is sublime. It is so good. I'm still looking for a bottle of the Eau de Parfum. But yeah, I just absolutely love this scent. This one, it doesn't last a super long time in the heat. I did have better luck with it in the cold. I think it hung around for just a bit longer in the cold. In the heat, I can get a few hours out of this. It's not terrible, and I don't mind just reapplying it. it's such a beautiful scent. So anyways, that is Sonia Rykiel Woman, the Eau de Toilette formulation. Okay, and then we're gonna move on to samples, or to decants. I've got 4 different ones here. I'm gonna start with this one here from Dua. I think these are all, yeah, these are all Dua. I'm gonna start with this one here. This is called Cozy Tale of Vanilla. I think I actually have a bottle of this sitting in my cart right now, and I'm going to be removing it from my cart because though I think this perfume smells amazing, it smells incredible, especially in the bottle. This pulled so masculine on me. To my nose, I felt like I was wearing a men's cologne, which was weird because it does not smell like that in the bottle. It smells like a really beautiful, kind of heavy, sweet, yummy, kind of slightly woody vanilla. It smells incredible. But on my skin, it pulled so masculine. It was insane. It was like, and it was immediate too. As soon as I sprayed it on, I was like, oh my gosh, I smell like a man. And this thing is a monster, which it always happens that way. When something smells bad on you, it's gonna hang around for days. This was so strong. Oh my gosh, this would be incredible in the wintertime. In fact, I'm gonna leave this out and I'm gonna see if my husband will let me try this on him, because it would be an amazing all year round scent for a man. It would be incredible on men or women in the cold weather. This is such a beautiful, heavy, heavy vanilla. Oh, it's so good. So anyways, that one is called Cozy Tale of Vanilla, and it is a no-go for me, but it is a fantastic fragrance. If this doesn't smell like a man on you, oh, or even if it does, or you don't mind smelling very, very unisex or even leaning masculine, this is a fantastic vanilla. It's so good. And I'm gonna try to get it on my husband. Okay, the next one I wore is this one here. This is called Caramel Apple Turnovers, which is Sora Dora Janie. This is beautiful too. This is one that is definitely on my wish list, but I think I'm gonna take it off because it just didn't smell good on me. It's another one of those that it smells so good in the bottle. It's so like yummy. I don't get a ton of apple. I don't know if apple is even in it. I don't know. I'm not sure what the notes are in this, but I don't know. It's kind of like a fruity caramel scent, but it just didn't smell good on me. It was really weird. It smells good in the tube, or in the bottle, but it just didn't smell good on my skin. I do want to mention that the person that sent all of these decants to me told me that I should probably mention to you guys as I am testing these that some of these are super old. So especially the Hypnotizing Venom one, when I did a whole video, or I did a sample of the day comparing that to the original formulation of Hypnotic Poison, she said that that bottle, that her Dua clone is somewhere between 2 and 3 years old. So it's very, very macerated, it's settled, it's aged. It's gonna take, like, you're probably not gonna get a brand new bottle that smells like that one. Because that is the thing with Dua fragrances. The older they get, the better they get. The more macerated they are, the more incredible they are. So yeah, I'm not sure how old some of these bottles are. This one, the Sora Dora, this Caramel Apple Turnovers, this one smells very good and macerated to me. In fact, all of the fragrances that she's sent, or the majority of them, smell very settled and macerated. So just know that when I'm reviewing these, that I am most likely reviewing older, settled, macerated, and aged bottles. So if to get to this point, you will probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months maybe a year, but just know that with Dua, the older they get, the more incredible they get. So anyways, that is Caramel Apple Turnovers, which is Sora Dora Janie, which is so beautiful, but did not smell so beautiful on me. It smelled weird on me. Okay, this one here, this is the only one that's not Dua. This is Kamra from Latafa, and I think I said I have a bottle of this. I don't have a bottle of Camera. I have the Maison Alhambra dupe of Kilian Angel Share, which the Maison Alhambra one that I have smells identical to Angel Share. This one does not. This is very different. This one is so different that you could have this and the Maison Alhambra one, and they're two completely different perfumes. This one is really beautiful. This one leans a little bit too woody on me though. I do have another decant of this and I tested it a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, I think. And I remember not loving this because it went very, very woody on me. This is another one that I want to get my husband to try, because if this smells good on him and if he likes it, I'll pick up a bottle for him. He typically doesn't like anything very sweet though, but I like things that are sweet on men, so I really want him to try this one. But yeah, that is Camera from Lattafa. This thing is a beast though. It is an absolute monster. But just know that if you want a spot on dupe for Angel Share, go with the Maison Alhambra one, or get the Dua dupe, which is also incredible. I have the Dua dupe as well of Kilian's Angel Share, and it smells identical as well. Okay, this next one, I just tried this one last night, and oh my gosh, is it so good. This one is called Cherry Hookah from Dua, and this is a clone of Simone Andrioli Vice Bomb. This perfume is incredible. This was not on my wish list, and this will be going on my wish list. This perfume is so good. I think in the notes it says it's got red fruits in it. It does not have tobacco in it, but something about how the notes are blended in this, you get almost this soft, almost like a soft cherry tobacco, but it's fluffy. It's really fluffy and sweet and very mild smelling. Like a very fluffy, sweet, mild cherry tobacco. It is fantastic. When I first sprayed this on for maybe the first hour, I kept sniffing my wrists and I kept getting blackcurrant, just tons of blackcurrant. I don't know if it's got blackcurrant in it. It doesn't have it listed in the notes, but I was getting a ton of blackcurrant. Not only the berry, but also the green aspect of the blackcurrant as well, like blackcurrant leaves or something. All I know is I was just getting a ton of blackcurrant on my skin, and it was so beautiful because there is, I think it says there's pink sugar in here or some kind of sugar, which made it sweet and fluffy. And then the deep dry down of this one ended up smelling something like Mancera, a little bit like Mancera Roses Vanille, just a tiny bit. It was beautiful. It was a journey. This is not a linear fragrance at all, and I can still smell this on my sweater. And I only sprayed this one on my wrists because I really just wanted to kind of test it and see what it was like. I knew it might be a little bit heavy for hot weather, so I just tested this one again on my wrists, and it is so beautiful. This is definitely going on my wish list. I think that in the fall and winter, this perfume would be absolute perfection. Again, I don't know the age of her bottle. I am imagining it's good and macerated. This one smells pretty settled to me, so but this is a phenomenal fragrance. It is so beautiful. So anyways, that one is called Cherry Hookah, which is Simone Andrioli Vice Bomb, and it is so good. Definitely going on my wish list. And then last but not least, I wore this one here. This one is called Matcha Vanille, another Dua. Matcha Vanille, which is Neti Tay Vanille. This one's really, really pretty, but it's very niche generic smelling, if that makes any sense. There's so many niche fragrances on the market that smell like this, that to me it is it's just a very generic niche smell. I think this one's got a ton of sandalwood in it. I'm getting a lot of sandalwood. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. Yeah, I'm just getting a ton of sandalwood with this one. I really don't get any of the tea. I don't get anything more than sandalwood. And it's a synthetic sandalwood, which I don't love. I only love in fact, I don't love many, there's only 2 sandalwood perfumes that I really, really love. And they're both, well, one is Guerlain Samsara and the other one is Sacred Wood from Kilian. Both very, very high quality sandalwood fragrances, and those are pretty much the only sandalwoods I like because I don't like a synthetic sandalwood. So, and this one to me is just a very synthetic sandalwood. It smells beautiful, it smells expensive, it smells very niche. It's just not for me. But this one was on my wish list and it will be taken off. I'm, again, just so grateful that I've been able to test all of these before I blind bought them, because this is one that I would have been very disappointed because I don't love sandalwood. So anyways, that one is called Matcha Vanille, which is Neti Te Vanille. Nice, but not for me. So anyways, you guys, I do hope that you all enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.